Hello, I'm BrickDog, and welcome to my review of the LEGO Marvel Miles Morales Mech Armor, which is a 2021 set with one minifigure, 225 pieces, and retail price of $10 in the United States. So here is the Miles Morales minifigure, and this figure is amazing. Some people searched online and found that the closest suit that we have to this is one from the PS5 game, specifically the Bodega suit, and that's really cool. We've been wanting a hoodie design for Miles for a long time now, and we finally got one, and that's really cool. The dual molded legs are not a particularly common combination. They don't even have printing, which is quite useful. He also has this new hood piece, which is that hood piece used for Lloyd and Little Red Riding Hood, but without the little hair at the top, which is really nice. Now, something you might not notice is that he has the silver web design, while previous versions have had the red design. And I don't know, I like both designs, and this is probably my favorite Miles Morales minifigure they've ever made. It's just really solid, and you see the little actual suit underneath as well as the little Miles face on the back. Just really cool. He also comes with this little web piece, and I'll show you why right now. See, you can remove one of the webs from the mech and have Miles shoot it instead. I think it's a little bit too long. I mean, you can obviously adjust this, but the web pieces in this translucent blue color are exclusive to this set, which is really cool. Represents Miles's bioelectricity powers, and you do get like the whole web pack piece thing in this set, and that's really nice. It's just a nice thing. They explore a part of Miles's power that I don't think gets explored enough as much as it should. It's really cool. So, here is the build for Miles Morales' Mech Armor. And as silly as that may sound, I think this came out really well for what it's trying to be. So let's just start with the details first, and we'll get to posability later. So you have this hand that can hold on to this web piece, just attaches via a clip there. Then you also have this part acting as a shield, which is really nice. That's also something you can do in at least the Spider-Man PS4 game. Don't know about Miles Morales PS5 game, because I haven't played that. On the back, you do have some more of those pieces, including, they even found a place for these handcuff pieces, which I always feel just get discarded, and they always end up in my extra accessories little baggy thing, so it's really nice that they actually incorporated it into the build. You have these little parts at the back, as well as those little bits of the joints that use the electricity webs, which is really cool. At the center here, you have a Nexonite shield that's printed on one of those, I think it's Nexonite's power armor things from 2017. I don't know, Nexonite's sucked, so I'm not super familiar with what it was. And you can even store Miles with a little power thing, and that's how Miles looks in the mech. So I think we should get to the main thing with this set, which is the posability. So to start off, you can move each of these fingers on both hands, which is very nice. Then you can move the hands as they are on a mini ball joint. Then you can move the elbow, and then you can move the whole arm itself. And there are even these little bits at the top, like shoulder plates, I guess, and that's where you have these parts attached. Now, what's interesting about this mech is that it has a much thinner feet design. With previous mechs, they were always a much thicker foot design, but it's still just as sturdy, which is really cool. Speaking of the feet, you can rotate the feet as they are on a mini ball joint, rotate the lower bit of the leg, because that has a knee joint, and then rotate the whole leg itself. And then another common thing with these mechs is that you can rotate it, but not fully, because this crotch piece is just too good, likes to call it, blocks it, which is a really nice way to make it seem more, I guess, realistic, because really no one's going to be turning 180 degrees even if they're in a mech. And so yeah, there's not too much else with this build, but let's just pose it a bit, see what we can come up with. So with this pose I have him in, it looks like he's blocking an energy blast, say from Vulture or Electro, and then he's shooting his electricity web. This one kind of looks like a come at me bro kind of thing, or he's about to give someone a hug, you decide. I like this pose that I managed to do. Looks like he just did a massive ground pound. And what's really nice is about all of those poses that I showed is that he's really stable and he's not going to fall over if you just happen to walk by. It's going to take a bit of force to knock him down. So that's it for the build of the set. Let's take a look at the other stuff that you get with this. I say other stuff like you get a CD-ROM or something. I mean the box and the instructions. The box for this is that $15 battle pack size. May they rest in peace. It's turned up vertically. On the back you do have an alternate shot of the set, as well as the Spider-Man box art, which I really don't care about. It looks fine, I guess. I prefer the standard Avengers one. Instructions are really small, like surprisingly small. At the back, you have the other mechs. I have the Captain America mech. The Thor mech I don't really care for. It does have a technically exclusive Thor, since that helmet is in a new color, but eh. And then for these three sets, I'm definitely going to get the Spider Lair. I'm definitely going to get this god-awful set. I may get this one, though. I don't know. The figures just aren't very appealing, and neither is the build. Like, I know you get the Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider, which is cool now, but it's the same Carnage, and it's not even the good Carnage. Like, I have the good Carnage from 2015. And then the Spider-Man comes in these two sets, so I don't know. It is only $20, but who knows. So, do I recommend this set? Absolutely. Miles Morales is one of my personal favorite heroes. I don't know, just really like him. And if you're a fan of Miles Morales, if you're a fan of the Spider-Man PlayStation video games, if you're a fan of Into the Spider-Verse, then you definitely should get this set. It's only $10, and the build is honestly really solid. Like, it's really cool and posable. And yeah, it doesn't really make a lot of sense for Miles Morales to have Mech Armor, but it still looks good. I can't deny that. It still looks really good. Like, some of the mechs, like the Venom mech from last year, looked awful with the four arms and all that gray showing, but this one looks really good. And aside from the amazing Miles Morales exclusive figure with that hoodie design, you also get the bioelectricity webs, and those are an exclusive color for that web pack piece. They come in like this, their own separate pack. So yeah, it's just $10. You should definitely pick this up. I highly recommend this. If you're a fan of Miles Morales, if you're a fan of Into the Spider-Verse, if you're a fan of the PlayStation Spider-Man games, you definitely should pick this up. And for that, I'd give this a 9 out of 10. There's really nothing I can think of to improve upon it. I don't think it's like a 10 out of 10 set. Like a 10 out of 10 set is just perfect in every way. Because some people are going to say, oh, he doesn't need a Mech Armor. That's stupid. But still, for what it's worth, for what you're getting, it's really good. It's really worth the value. Definitely recommend this. Definitely go pick this up. It is only $10 and you get an amazing Miles Morales, as well as a really cool build as well. Anyways, that's it for this video. See you guys later. Peace.